With rebellion against him brewing, Boris Johnson summoned his cabinet this morning, hoping perhaps that a decision to lift COVID restrictions might help save him from a challenge. At Conservative headquarters, the party chairman faced the question all Tory MPs are now being asked.
Does he have your support?
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Are you supporting the Prime Minister?
Yes.
And backbenchers too were called to Downing Street today.
The reason why I come out is so you can get a photo.
Thank you very much.
And then if you move across the road...
The febrile atmosphere has been heightened by Mr Johnson's former right-hand man Dominic Cummings. He says the Prime Minister was warned about the Summer Garden Party and last week lied to Parliament. Yesterday, a beleaguered Mr Johnson denied that.
Nobody told me, I'm absolutely categorical about this, nobody said to me...
5 minutes later.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Like many on these benches, I spent weeks and months defending the Prime Minister against often angry constituents. I've reminded them of his success in delivering Brexit and on the vaccine and many other things. But I expect my leaders to shoulder the responsibility for the actions they take. Yesterday, he did the opposite of that. So I'll remind him of a quotation altogether too familiar to him of Leo Amery to Neville Chamberlain. You have sat there too long for all the good you have done. In the name of God, go.
Order. Prime Minister.
I must say to the right honourable gentleman, I don't know what he's talking about, but what I can tell him, I don't know what quotation he's alluding to that he's referring. But what I can tell him is that I think I've told this House repeatedly throughout this pandemic, I take full responsibility for everything done in this government and throughout the pandemic.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Dawn breaking on another tense day in Westminster. Everyone here wondering whether we'll soon have a broken Prime Minister too. Out of the front door, but the PM already on the back foot.
Is it all over, Prime Minister? Is it time to resign?
Heading to Parliament to fight for his political life. Before he even gets there, an extraordinary moment as one of his former MPs executes a body blow. Former Red Wall MP Christian Wakeford defecting to Labour. Sitting behind his new leader after giving up on Boris Johnson, scores of his former Tory colleagues contemplating giving up on the PM too, angry over the ongoing allegations.
This week, he's got a new defence. Nobody warned me that it was against the rules. Since the Prime Minister wrote the rules, why on earth does he think that his new defence is going to work for him?
Not having any of it. The PM today trying to get back on the attack.
A few minutes later.
And at the time when he was dividing the nation between strivers and scroungers, I asked him a very important question about the windfall he received when he wrote off the mortgage of the premises in Notting Hill, and I said to him he didn't write off the mortgage of the one the taxpayers were helping to pay for at Oxford. I didn't receive a proper answer then. Maybe Dodgy Dave will answer it now. And by the way,
Order. I must ask the honourable gentleman, order. Don't require any assistance from some junior minister. An absurd proposition. I invite the honourable gentleman to withdraw that adjective that he used a moment ago. He's perfectly capable of asking his question without using that word. It is up to him, but if he doesn't wish to withdraw it, I can't reasonably ask the Prime Minister to answer the question. All he has to do is withdraw that word and think of another. Sorry? Sorry? I think he knows the word beginning with D and ending in Y that he inappropriately used.
Davy.
Dodgy, put it through.
Withdraw.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Very simple. Withdraw.
This man has done more to divide this nation than anybody else. He's looked after his own pocket. I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave. Do what you like.
Order. I'm sorry. I must ask the honourable gentleman to withdraw the word. Very well.
Back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.